Okay, I couldn't not provide a taste test. Here, hold it up in front of the window so they can see the beautiful color. Look at that. Swish, swish, swish. It's gorgeous. That's some gorgeous juice. Okay, so now Phil's going to take a tiny taste test. This is the one that had the sugar in it. Okay. Like, okay, good. Like, okay, you're going to drink it? Okay, he drank it. It's gone. I don't get to try any.
Oh, sorry.
He's not sorry. Don't believe him. Hello, everyone, and welcome to SuttonsDaze. Today, we are going to be making some cran-blueberry juice. Yes, we are. We went blueberry picking. We got about half the blueberries we planned on doing. We're going back on Friday because the bushes that we really like were not available. They weren't ready to pick yet. So we're gonna go pick up more next weekend. But we have the ones that we picked. Plus, if you remember, I got a really obscene great deal on cranberries last fall, and a lot of them are still in the freezer. So what I've decided to do is make some cran-blueberry juice. We're going to steam juice it using this amazing steam juicer. I'm so excited about this. If you follow me on Instagram or on Facebook, then you might have seen a post where I showed you the plum juice that I made. Oh my gosh, it's so good and it's beautiful. I mean, just beautiful. So now I'm going to make some cran-blueberry juice. This will, one, allow me to have real fruit juice on the shelf for Phil or for, me if I drink a little bit of it. But it'll also allow me to have juice to make jelly. Real jelly with real fruit juice. It's going to be astounding and so good. So let's get started. First, I'm going to show you a little bit about the steam juicer. It comes in 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, including the lid, right? So you have the lid. You need the lid because it keeps the steam in. And then inside of that is the colander. That's where you put the fruit that you are going to steam. And the nice part is, oh my gosh, like when my friend calls me and says the grapes are in, I can go pick all the Concord grapes. I don't have to destem them or anything. I just put them right into the colander, make that work. This is the receptacle. And I'm sorry, I have water in it because I just washed everything. But this is the receptacle. It's kind of like a bundt pan, right? So then when it steams the fruit from the colander, the juice that it's taking out goes into this, which then you can take out of here. So we've got that. And then we've got the bottom part, which is it holds the water that creates the steam that comes up through the middle part of the bundt pan, right? And then comes into the colander and steams the fruit so that the juice from the fruit comes down into the bundt pan, gets collected into here, and we take it out of here. Now, when, okay, you see there's, I don't know if you can pick up the water, but when you go to, because it only holds, I think, 4 quarts, and so when you go to let it go, do you see the bubbles in there? I don't know if you can. I'll show you when it actually happens, but you'll pinch and clamp this, you'll pinch this clamp, and it will allow the juice to come out. Now, I have seen different setups for this, and what I'm going to do is pull a stool over, and I'm going to have some half-gallon mason jars that I will put that into first so that we can get that all doing its thing. But the juice that comes out is nothing but blueberry and cranberry juice. It's so good. So with the steam juicer comes this very tiny little pamphlet that tells you how to operate it and different things that you can do. Obviously, you're going to clean it first and then, you do all the other stuff. The bottom pot in this is what holds the water. And it does say to fill it all the way to the top. Okay, so you're going to fill it to the almost to the top. So you want to make sure to do that because you want to make sure to have enough water in there because depending on what you are steam juicing, it takes different times, which is nice. They don't have everything in here, right? But they do have a lot of things. And so, and it says to put, for adding sugar because it's fruit juice, you need sugar, but suggested sugar use. You don't have to, but I'll tell you that plum juice tastes a lot better with a little bit of sugar in there, right? So I'm sure that you can adjust it. Would I do it without sugar? Taste it and see what you think, honestly. That'll be the big factor there. But I did some conversion, And they are saying the fruit, like say apples, which we're going to be doing that, you guys. Apples, you want 20 to 25 grams of sugar for the 1 kilogram of fruit. Now, a kilogram is 2.20 pounds, right? Let's go down to cranberries. Cranberries, you want 100 grams of sugar, which is a half a cup, for every 2.2 pounds of cranberries. So that's the ratio that we're going to go with, and we're going to make some amazing juice. It's going to be so good. Also, one of the things to pay attention to is where do you add the sugar, right? And the sugar is added to the collection pan, the bundt pan portion. Add the sugar into there, and then as the juice steams, it will mix in with the sugar. You know, you just want to mix it up a little bit when you go to extract it from the container itself. But after extracting, be sure to stir the juice to ensure it's evenly sweetened. That's what they say. In the bundt pan, I'm just going to call it a bundt pan, guys, okay? So in there, I've added 1 cup of sugar. And you can test it. You can absolutely test it afterwards to make sure that it's sweet enough for you, okay? Whoops. That would not have been good, Lise. Now we're going to put in a strainer, and I'm going to add my fruit. So I figured, well, there's 12-ounce bags. Of cranberries. 12-ounce bags of cranberries. So I'm going to add them. I'm going to add an equal amount of blueberries. You can, you know, I go up to here. How's that? And then we will turn it on. And yes, these are frozen. Did I mention I have a ton of them in the freezer? So frozen is fine. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat the small stuff, right? So frozen is fine. And I mean, we only need so much cranberry sauce, right? So having juice, and I don't know about you, but flavored cranberry juice, like cran-blueberry, cran-grape, cran-whatever, is so good. It is just so good. Okay, so I'm going to put in 4 bags of these, and these are 12-ounce bags, right? And then I'll top it off with blueberries. Let go of my ego. Okay, let go. So, here we go. And I'm probably going to go over that a little bit, but that's okay. So, I've got my blueberries that we picked that are scrum delicious. Look at those. Okay, gotta eat one. Okay, and now we are going to dump those in. Poof. Oh, one hung behind. Gotta eat it. Okay. So good. So, we have all that in there now. We're going to put the lid on. We're going to turn on the heat. Poof, we're cooking with gas. Let's go. For cranberries, the steam time is 60 minutes. So, I'm going to set my timer, and I'm going to do the dishes. Yeah. Okay, I wanted to show you, I'm 30 minutes into this now, and there's still no juice coming out, so wow, they weren't kidding about cranberries. Okay, we're about 30 minutes into it now, and still no juice, so they weren't kidding about cranberries. And literally I said that and I see this. It's starting. Okay, always put some kind of container underneath the hose and put something underneath that. Okay, I had planned to do that and forgot, and it started dripping, and I don't know why it's dripping. But you just, oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, so I'm just emptying it right into a quart jar right now. But you see, yeah. Ha ha ha. This is gonna be good. I will figure out why this is not closed off completely. I had to throw another jar underneath it real quick. But I don't want to ruin my counters for obvious reasons. So, see, that one's already full. So now I just grabbed a jar real quick that I had handy, put it underneath this, but I'm going to swap it out with my half-gallon jar. Yes, I am. And see, that's filling up because it's just, see how it's coming down. So I'll play with that, but the hose is hot, the juice is hot, the jar is hot. Okay, moving the hose more towards the middle of the clamp seems to have stopped it. Woo! I got it done. Okay, so I got all of the cranberries done. That was 13 12-ounce bags of cranberries and an equal amount of blueberries, and we have it all done. I did not continue to add sugar though, because I figure we can add sugar when we're ready. So I have 4 half-gallon jugs and 2 quarts. So that will make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A total of 10 quarts is what it'll make. Now I'm going to pour the half-gallon jugs into the quarts. I have no need at all ever for a half-gallon jug of juice. So I'm going to pour it into the quarts. Now, one of the things that you can do that I am skipping is that you can filter this one more time for anything that made it through the colander when it was steam juicing. I'm not that particular, neither is Phil. So we are going to skip that step because I got to get this stuff into jars. So I'm going to move it over into the quarts, and I'm going to do that off camera because I'm already making a mess, and I just don't need to get that on film. And then we are going to steam can it. So we'll be back when I have the jars filled. Okay, so I've got the first batch going. You want to fill them to a 1/2 inch headspace, okay? And I'm taking vinegar around the outside rims to make sure that they are free from any debris. Came up with some, see? Okay, so then you're going to take your lids. Remember, we're using Forjars canning lids. The bestest lids on the market today, truly. Seriously, they are awesome. And we are going to use these. If you have not stocked up already, stock up. The world is a dumpster fire at the moment, so make sure you've got enough of the tools that you need to put up all of the food that you may need to put up in the future, okay? So we're going to put these on, finger tight, there you go. We're going to load them into the canner. Remember with the steam can, good going, Lise. Remember with the steam canner, you want to stay under 40 minutes, under 45 minutes, 44, don't exceed 45 minutes, whatever your steam canner manual says, okay? Because it's only got 2 quarts of water in there, my friends. Okay, now I'm going to put on my smallmouth. And I'm so glad that I have all of this sitting on a cookie sheet because, oh boy, yeah. A little bit got away from me there, you know. And a little bit got away from me up on the stool too. So I have some cleanup on aisle 5. Yes, I do. See? Not good. Okay. So we are going to bring this up to temperature. And for my area, it's the dark green. And then we are going to set our timer for 25 minutes. Keeping it real for all you people. One of the jars broke. Yep. So all of that juice is down below and all over here and on the back wall. So we're going to get this cleaned up and then I'll show you what we've got. Keeping it real here at SuttonsDaze. Yeah. Okay. So this is our cran-blueberry juice, right? Nice and dark and gorgeous. We are going to let these sit and we'll know within 12 to 24 hours if they've sealed. This actually, that one is already sealed. These 3 still have to seal. So we'll see how that plays out. But yay, stuff happens, you guys. That's just the way it works. So especially when you're doing a dark berry, right? Take precautions. Have some towels sitting around. Have some, whatever you need to protect your kitchen. I am now going to have to oil the entire countertop. Even though I only got on a little bit, I got to clean that up and oil that. And I think I might have to repaint part of the wall. Life of a canner, right? Okay, so these are our cran-blueberry juice. We steam can them. I'll put that link down below. We steam juice them. I'll put that link down below. And of course, always we're using Forjars canning lids. You guys have been using these since the beginning of the year, actually slightly before the beginning of the year. I love these lids. Any failures I've had have been 100% my own fault. I'm going to continue using them for a very long time. So if you want to stock up, which I highly encourage everyone to get at least a 2-year supply of canning goods put back, okay? Y'all know what it was like to try to get canning supplies when 2020 hit. So you want to make sure that you've got what you need when you need it so that you can successfully put the food up to take care of you and yours. Okay, you guys, I hope this was helpful. No taste test. Sorry. Until next time, be safe.